because I'd been in action, I was then declared to be operational, which was ridiculous really. One of my great regrets is that more time wasn't spent training up at Lakenfield.
How long were you training for?
Well, less than a month, a few, 2 or 3 weeks. In fact, I'm not sure that it was as much as 2 weeks on reflection. Anyway, nothing much happened. We did an awful lot of convoy patrols, and apart from that, I did see. I was flying with a Sergeant Ridley, and we did see a Hun, and we thought we managed to shoot at it, but it vanished into the clouds, so we don't know what happened. That was the only excitement until Goering's Eagle Day, where we were having lunch in the mess, and suddenly the tannoy went absolutely a bit crazy, saying 616 Squadron, scrambled, 616 Squadron. So we all left our lunch and dashed out, grabbed whatever transport we could get hold of, got to dispersal, jumped in our planes and took off in all separately, and more or less sort of formed up after we'd taken off. And we were vectored on to about 90 German planes, mostly Junkers 88s. But I had never seen so many planes in the air at one time in my life. And they were unescorted because they'd come from Norway, and the fighter escort could only escort them as far as the coast. They had to turn back because they hadn't got sufficient range to escort them further into England. And you couldn't miss them. I shot at 3 altogether, and the squadron did very well. And the only damage they did manage to get to Driffield, and they hit a petrol dump which went up in flames. And and I think they hit the runway, which was quickly filled in, and the Whitley bombers that were flying from there were still able to operate that night. But they never made another raid on the northeast again of that size during the whole of the war. They hadn't expected to see any Spitfires or Hurricanes
in that part
in the north of England, because they thought they were all down south flying against attacks from France.